You girls is messing up, honey. You don't run away to Peter, child.
And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I'm going up on my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Cookie?
Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for Your Husband is Cheating on Us. This is actually episode 3. And like I said, y'all done got to a point where y'all done blew up and carried on so bad that y'all done ran to Peter, the pony, the man. Y'all done run him away? What's really going on? Lord have mercy. Anyway, you know there was the big blow up last week at the party and all of that. And we had JD actually sat down with his daughters and he told Brianna straight out, no ma'am. And Brianna was still on that fuck shit, talking about, I went to Kristen and I was very professional. Bitch, where? Where were you professional at, Brianna? See, and I love this. I said, where is Andy? Where's Bravo Andy? Because, you know, Bravo Andy will catch your ass in a lie, baby. He has no problem catching you in a lie. And I don't know who all is doing everything on this show, but it was done in Bravo Andy fashion. Baby, they ran the tape right on back of Brianna, acted a damn fool. She wasn't professional at all. She was very much unprofessional, very much out of order, and she's very much lucky that Kristen didn't smack the holy shit out of her. The way she talked to that girl was out of order. But anyway, her daddy said, I believe he's seen the tapes. He told her, no, you give off an energy that makes you very much not likable. And she's not. She's not likable, and neither is her sister. Her sister is not as vocal or as in your face, but neither one of those girls are likable. I mean, let's just be honest. They're not. They're not. They're on it as far as what they're supposed to do as far as the job, and you can tell that they know the business and they know how it's supposed to run. But likable, baby, there's no likability in neither one of JD's girls. I wouldn't want to work with those girls at all. But he told her, you know, if you can't do any better than this, maybe you shouldn't be in this position. That's you think. You think. Anyway, so Jermaine ends up talking with Deitra. Because in the midst of all of the argument, and while all that argument was going on, Genuine was actually packing his shit. He was packing while they were arguing. By the time they got done, baby, he was out the door, in the Uber and gone. Left the script on the low love seat. He was gone. Jermaine and Deitra actually have a little conversation, and Deitra's doing her thing. Speaking of likability, not at all, Deitra. He told her, baby, you are the common denominator. With everything that's going on, everybody in the house knows that you, bitch, are the common denominator. At all. She's talking about, no, I'm not, and no, I'm not apologizing to anybody. Okay, girl, then don't. Then don't. They literally got everybody, basically, it wasn't even like a thing where they sat around and said, this is what we're going to do. It just happened naturally. Nobody was speaking to her. Nobody was messing with her in the house. First person we saw, it was Tondi. And I have not paid attention to Tondi so much in this. You know, I just kind of felt like her and Genuine, like, what is really going on? You know what I mean? How they were so openly into each other in front of Deitra with what she was saying. Now I'm starting to believe that Deitra was lying about the whole Genuine thing. I believe she was lying. I believe she was lying. So I have to take back what I said about Tondi. And I was really looking at Tondi. You know, Tondi, for her age and everything, Tondi's bad. I looked at her. I was like, this bitch is built. And she's pretty damn sharp. Like, I looked at her, and I looked at her face, and her makeup. She just had on just a basic, just a jogging suit, and then she had all this, you know, she wears that wig. She's all this hair. Like, why are you hiding behind all that hair, Tondi? She's actually really a beautiful woman. I looked at her. She's really good looking and really put together, really, really nice. I said, well, girl, now I know why Genuine was giving it to you when the lights was out. Girl, y'all was turning that camera around, and he was sticking it to you down there in that room, honey. And it all showed up, baby, because she was evil. Did you hear me? Deitra was trying to talk to her, honey. Tondi was giving, bitch, I know she was talking to me. I even ran my dick out of here, honey. I ain't got nothing to say to her, bitch. Because you figure Tondi has had no issues in the house at all thus far. None. Everybody likes Tondi. She don't have no problem with nobody. Deitra's a little jealous of her, but that's it. Her and Leah are pretty good friends. She's literally there getting a check, getting banged out, working, looking fabulous, and being on TV. A win, 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 win. And now this whore done ran the man away. So you done took all the fun out of the picnic. No, bitch, I ain't speaking to you, and I don't blame her. Is you live, whore? Is you live? A mess. Everybody fooling on her. I said, girl, she's stupid. So, yeah, I like Tondi. Tondi just chill. Tondi just trying to, you know, she chilling. And I'm laughing. We started to see more of Jermaine. Jermaine funny. Jermaine is a funny little queen, honey. He is funny. Do you hear me? And his confessionals, baby, he reads down. And he thinks that Deitra is an absolute clown. And he gets to making fun of her. And, child, listen, hilarious. Anyway, Jermaine and Kristen have a sit down, and Kristen's telling him, you need to get serious about what's going on here. You need to get yourself together. You need to make sure you know these lines, because there's a good chance that if Genuine is not going to come back, you could be up for this leading role part. But then I was kind of questioning that, because JD was really stuck with, I need a headliner. I need a big name to sell this show. And I was kind of hoping that JD would actually give Jermaine a chance. See, I remember Jermaine Sellers from back when he was on American Idol. I remember him when he was on there. And then he went into a little bit of his story, and I was so sad when he talked about how he basically came out when he was 16, because there's no, you know, no surprise about the fact that he's one of the girls. He came out when he was 16, and he is more flamboyant and more outspoken. Very, very talented singer, though. I remember that. And he talked about how his dad had such a hard time with the fact that he was gay and he was out, and that his dad basically wanted nothing to do with it, or him, for that matter. Then he got a recording contract, and that patched up everything with him and his dad. And then he says, you don't know how the music business is. The recording contract fell through, and he never did come out. I was always wondering what happened with him. But the recording deal fell through, and his dad basically threw him away. He didn't want anything to do with him. So it was okay to have this gay son that was going to be rich and famous. But once you didn't see the rich or the famous, and it was just your little gay boy, then you don't want him? Seriously? And he was saying, you know, he says, I'm loud and I make jokes and things to keep from crying. You know, and so I laugh to keep from crying. This is very hard to accept. You know what, Jermaine? He did you a favor, because at some point, baby, you are going to be rich and you are going to be famous, and you don't need that dead weight trailing along with you. And I know it's your father, but fuck him. I don't understand this kind of parenting at all. You don't always get what you want. You don't always get what you want, and that's with anything in life. But how you throw your child away is beyond me. And then you put these stipulations. Oh, I'll accept you if it's this, or I'll accept you, and then be so blatant with it. Man, fuck him. I felt so bad for that kid. I said, that's awful. That's awful. That's when the times when I wish I could take that little piece of James that's so mean and so nasty and say, here, baby, you can borrow it. Because, you know, my fuck you is always at an all-time high. I wish I could actually lend it to him to give to his daddy. Because that was just awful. Anyway, moving on, because I'm getting hot up underneath my collar with this bullshit. I'll back down off my soapbox, but bam it, and we're back. Let's go on. Now, the group as a whole are basically laughing at Deitra. Nobody's laughing with her. They're laughing at her. They were all down there together, honey, and that Jermaine was imitating her, honey, and put this sheet on his head, honey, and said, I am the Beyonce of theater. And then he got to doing that growl like her. I said, oh, no. I was sitting there dying. And all of the castmates, they were all sitting around and they were dying laughing. Deitra up in her room listening to them laughing at her ass. I said, that's what you get, bitch. That's what you get. You sat around and you were the self-titled black sheep of the house. And now you actually are. You've run everybody away from you and everybody's laughing at you. They're all going to laugh at you because you're a clown. You are a goddamn clown. Then Leah said, well, I'm the lead actress and the oldest one here outside of Minerva upstairs with her old ass. So I'm going to be the one to go to JD. I'm going to go talk to JD. She went and she talked to JD. And JD wasn't even aware that a large part of why Genuine left was Deitra. And it was like a snowball effect. It was like just little shit she did just kept snowballing, and then little things came in, and you know, but all throughout the midst of it, it really was her. Deitra was sprinkled all over all of it. Everything that's going wrong, it's a shame to say, but when you're watching it, everything that's going wrong, there is a little Deitra sprinkled all over it. How they can't really concentrate because she's running around singing and being loud and all that old shit. You don't even have a song. Like, there's no reason that you are making all this noise in this house and carrying on. You don't even have a song. So what are you... Girl, sit down, bitch. Shut up. She's just being aggravating. Leah is literally, she has her sights on Leah. Flat out. She can't even get around it. She is poked and poked and poked and poked until Leah attacked. She did the shit with Kristen. And it's just Deitra. The daughters. Deitra. Should have had it out with everybody in the house. Don't nobody in the house want to be bothered with Deitra. You're a damn mess. JD sat down with her. She went on, you know, she acted like she got some sense. She said, well, am I fired? He said, no, you're not fired. Let's concentrate on these 6 weeks we got left. Get this together. She says, I won't mess up again. That bitch is lying. She lying. I had the nerve when he said, you know, you part of the reason why Genuine left. No, I'm not. He ain't want to learn his lines and all that. Just that mess. Sheer mess. I said, girl, some people shouldn't do reality TV because, girl, you ain't did nothing but tarnish your brand even more by being on reality TV. Anyway, we look up and Genuine comes back. And I'm like, oh, okay, so he's back. He comes back to let them know that he didn't like the way he left. He told me he was sorry. So I left. I didn't even say bye. You know, I just came to let y'all know I'm in support of you all. And he took Jermaine to the side and told Jermaine, I actually vouched for you with JD. I watched you and I seen what you're capable of vocally and everything else. And I have gone to JD and I told him I would wish that you would have the chance to actually play Marvin in the play. And he's like, wow, you know, thank you so much. And that was really cool. That was really cool. You know what I mean? So he's like, so now Jermaine has this whole new thing going. He's like, I gotta do my shit. This might be my big break. Absolutely. You get your shit together, Jermaine. This is it, honey. This is when you show your pops that you a man and you can make it, and he's the one that made the mistake, not you. Then we got Deitra. She sat down with her daughter, Diamond, who looks just like, she favors Deitra, but she looks exactly like Deitra's sister, Terrell. That's why Terrell Hicks is Deitra's sister, who actually played opposite of DMX in Belly. Terrell is darker than Diamond, but they look almost exactly like. Terrell's fucking beautiful. You hear me? Beautiful, and she can sing too. And from what Deitra says, Diamond can sing as well. So it's just, there's a vocal thing in that family. I guess like that Clark sister thing, you know what I mean? Can't take that away. Now her daughter, I laughed, I said, I can see that Diamond is just a little bit dramatic like her mammy. She'd have been around her mammy too long. And I'm listening to Deitra. She said she was a stylist and all this. They showed some pictures, some beautiful pictures of her daughter. She was saying, you know, because the daughter got the crying, and they were having the whole scene, honey, the two of them. I said, look at these two bitches here. And I just laughed. I said, girl, y'all are dramatic, honey. Anyway, but so how am I supposed to take care of my child and feed my child if she's attacking me? Talking about Leah. Baby, have you looked at Diamond? Diamond is fucking grown. You ain't supposed to be feeding Diamond. Diamond's grown, bitch. You ain't nothing but just a mess. And you're just dramatic, and you need to sit your ass down. Last thing we see is JD sit down with the cast, and he finally is telling Jermaine that he's going to play the role of Marvin. Right while they were there at the house, there was a blow-up between Leah and Deitra from the door, because Deitra was playing the victim, huffing, puffing, carrying on, being disrespectful like she usually does. But this time she did it right in front of JD. Honey, Leah just said, girl, if you don't shut the fuck up, Deitra. I said, oh. Hey, so JD was like, oh my God, this is like high school shit. Are you all serious? This cannot go on. I can't afford to lose any more actors. Y'all got to figure this shit out. Y'all got to figure it out. But I'm like, JD, I know you see that Deitra is the common denominator. He really and truly, for this show, part of this, yes, I understand. Let's keep this moving. But on any other level, Deitra's ass would have been so fired. Oh, I'd have fired that bitch so fast. She'd have been going home on the next megabus, honey. I said, bitch, you are out of here. Out of here. She is such a problem. I said, wow, how can one person be so problematic and just carry on like this and really upset a whole house full of grown people? We're seeing it for ourselves. Deitra, bitch, you need to get a seat in the fuck section. Anyway, all right, you guys, I will talk to y'all next week. Later.